Great to meet you.
There's a white building up here with a sign sticking out. That's the Vineyard Playhouse. For 41 years, this was managed by a woman named Lee Fierro. She played the part of Mrs. Kintner in the Jaws movie. She's the one that slapped the police chief upside the head. She's also an Episcopal minister. Now, when she slaps him, she's supposed to call him a bad word. And she told Spielberg, "I don't swear in my life. I'm not swearing in your movie." He said, "What's right here in the script?" She said, "Young man, I can read better than you. I'm not saying it." He said, "You're going to have to." She said, "No, I'm not." Took the veil off, handed it to him, and walked. That night, the editors took the bad words out. And
For standing out.
yeah, and I should show you something here. This is where Mrs. Kintner slaps the police chief. That's me and my sister.
Oh, that's great.
This is an article. I took a Travel and Leisure on a tour 2 or 3 years ago. I can't remember. And a Jaws tour. So I didn't write Davin. That was in a magazine.
Oh, that's so funny. I love it.
Oh, that's great.
So that's why I know what she was saying back and forth to Spielberg, because I was standing right there. 36 times she slapped him.
Yeah. Wow.
And each time it was crack. And Roy Scheider, who wouldn't complain, he finally said after 36, "No mas."
That's enough.
I mean, his face was bright red. We were standing in that sun for 5 hours. That 1,100-pound tiger shark was 40 feet away, starting to rot.
That would have stunk.
For $4.85. But you know what's cool is I got grandkids and kids and all. And Thanksgiving, everybody comes to my house for dinner. After dinner, the women and the children all go into the den. Guys clean up, and they always put on Jaws. And about 57, 58 minutes into the movie, I'll hear one of my grandkids yell, "Look, there's Grandpa Dave again."
That's awesome.
That makes the whole $4.85 worth it right there.
I love it.
I've never seen a great white.
Yeah.
This was like a couple years after Jaws came out. I watched Jaws probably 4 or 5 times already. And the shark was swimming away from the boat like this.
Yeah.
And when I harpooned him, he spun right around and came right back towards the bow of the boat, like he was gonna ram the boat. And I'm thinking, oh no, he's gonna sink the boat and eat us. You know?
Yeah.
Like in the movie, you know?
I know.
Just before he hit the boat, he dove straight down. And we put an extra line on him and a bunch of buoys, and we let him go. We got like 23 swordfish that day. Wow. And we pulled them all in, cleaned them, put them away, and then we pulled the shark out.
Yeah.
And towards the end of the day. And we measured from the deck down here up to the block, and it was 19 feet. So we figured the tail went past the block and the head kind of went down on the deck.
Yeah, so that's huge.
And we measured around here was 9 feet. Those were the dimensions we sent.
Really?
We sent to Frank Mundy's.
That's where Quint's place was. It was a prop.
Yeah.
Built it, they filled it, he tore it down.
Yeah.
That's conservation there. He had to go to Boston to get a special permit to do it. The height restriction in this town is 24 feet. He wanted 40 foot. So you have to pay extra for that.
Yeah.
They gave 9 weeks, build it, film it, get it out of here. And when they were done filming, all the props on the inside back home. And he gets there a building.
Yeah.
I always call him Mr. Spielberg when I'm building your own. Mr. Spielberg, what are you going to do with this? He says, just take it to the dump. Good idea. Let me put a notice in the paper. I put a notice in the paper. Free lumber. Come get it. That's where Ted Kennedy was arraigned 54 years ago. The building on the right with the stairway up and the stairway down is Edgartown Town Hall. When Jaws was filmed here, this was Amity Town Hall.
Yeah.
In the back there is where Quint drags his fingernails down the chalkboard.
Oh, yeah.
Here's our screen, theater over here, 2 screens. For the last 17 years, from May through October, Sunday night, 7:15, Jaws, every Sunday. They're lined up down the street, man. It's a cult thing.
Yeah, oh, for sure.
Somebody's got the boom box going, somebody's got shark fins on their heads. It's crazy, man, it really is. They showed up here in May to film this movie. In 6 weeks, they stayed 6.5 months. And right opposite where this big FedEx truck is, that building, which you can't see because of this GD truck, this was the hardware store where the chief and Hendricks went in to get the parts to get the stuff to close the beach.
Oh, yeah.
And the first scene, it was the 4th of July parade, came down the street this way and up this, against traffic both ways. The third building up on the right, it's now a bike shop. It was the police station. And coming down this street here is where the old man was complaining because a karate school was kicking the shit out of his, kicking the hell out of his fence. Down here on our left is the Wharf Pub. And the general manager is named Jeffrey Voorhees.
Oh, yeah, Alex Kintner.
Alex Kintner, yep. And if you go in there, he's in there. He loves to talk about Jaws. I moved here in 1973. I was hired as bar manager, which is right now Cheska's. Back then it was the Colonial Inn. In 74, 68 rooms were rented in this hotel.
Oh, that's
for
the
Jaws.
place, eh?
Close enough?
Okay.
Yeah, boom.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right there.
Yeah.
Can't be late for work.
True.
Yeah.
Now this old boatyard coming up on your left, right past the street sign, this was rented to Universal Studios in 74. This is where all the props for the movie Jaws were filmed. Now, the man who played the medical examiner is a real doctor in town. That was Barbara Nevin's husband, Dr. Nevin. He delivered my 3 kids.
Oh.
He's the guy who was a medical examiner.
Oh, that's so funny.
And up here by the stop sign is his old office. And the scene where Hooper shows up to examine the remains of Chrissy
Oh.
and goes in there, this is not a propeller, this is a shark, you know, fly the Coast Guard, blah, blah. That was all in Doc Nevin's examination room.
Really?
Yep.
Oh,
And
that's
here,
wild.
there's a sign above the door that Doc Nevin, yeah, that was his place. And that's where I took my kids to get their shots and everything else in that examination room.
Wow,
It
right
was
there.
cool.
That was in the movie. Yeah, that's so funny.
Like the boat in half and with that god awful New York accent. Did you not hear your father? Jesus. This is Big Jaws. Next house is Little Jaws. Spielberg liked the kitchen and dining area in that house better than this one.
Oh,
So when
okay.
Hooper showed up with 2 bottles of wine to talk to
That's
the chief
where they-
about getting a plan, they filmed it right down in there. But Hollywood made it look like one house.
Got it.
Nice.
Little Jaws is owned by my cousin who lives in Ireland.
Oh, that's oh, neat.
Beautiful house.
And coming up on your right, shortly sticking out of the water, you're going to see a stone jetty going out there. And right past that stone jetty is where the beach scenes in the movie Jaws were filmed. There's somebody standing on the jetty right
Yeah, yeah.
there. The
Oh, yeah.
cabanas were right there, the fast food joint. The shark came down the channel between the 2 jetties.
Yeah.
And underneath this bridge, they attacked the man in the pond over here on our left. This bridge separates Edgartown from Oak Bluffs. The name of this bridge has legally been changed to the Jaws Bridge. This is the #1 tourist attraction on the island in the summertime.
Oh,
Signs on the bridge say no jumping or diving. State put that there. They own the bridge. They did that for liability reasons.
Right.
Nobody pays attention to that sign. I'll come through here on a hot day in July or August. There's 400 people here getting up, jumping in there. And I go slow through here because I have kids and grandkids. They might be on this bridge. And when the guy behind me starts honking his horn because I'm going too slow, I put the window down. I give him the old Pittsburgh wave.
Yeah.
I'm going to stop here, Dave, because you got to go up on this bridge.
Okay.